And you see Jefferson in his vehicle, parked, pulled over. He's yelling at someone. He's yelling at this ghost Pokemon thing. And the windshield is shattered, possibly to your satisfaction. It's
Oh yeah,
shattered.
she's happy about this.
He doesn't seem to notice you, but he seems to be like yelling angrily at this Duskull.
Struts over, big smile on her face. Oh, you having a problem?
He looks up at you and says, Tiffany,
Yes, me.
this by any chance isn't your Duskull, is it?
I have a Grimer, you know that. Proceeds to throw herself over him to get to the dash to the numbskull. Oh, you poor thing. What is this meanie doing to you?
This meanie just wrecked my car, he says.
Yes, and you probably hurt this poor thing. Car can be replaced. Pokemon can't. Honestly, you should know better. Proceeds to pick him up.
My mom, do you realize how upset my mom's going to be? Can we get back to the priorities here?
Yes, this poor creature. Not you, clearly. Oh, poor thing.
So what is Duskull doing? Go ahead and roleplay with yourself. I was waiting for this to happen.
Me too. I'm just surprised it was me. Dumbskull
go ahead and roleplay with yourself.
Not used to anyone but Chase handling him. Is probably trying to back away from this crazy person who's shoving her face into his. Or into his mask. What is she doing? Oh, poor thing, you're scared. Let's get you away from this nasty man, right? Clearly has bigger issues, and well, I don't think it's yours. Is it Jefferson?
Jefferson is still seething, and he says, "Look, I've already having a bad day, Tiffany. I don't need this right now. I'm just gonna go and get this fixed while I can."
You do that. Bye-bye. Oh, poor thing.
He finally races away. Meanwhile, Chase, you are been running around the city frantically looking for your friend ever since you dropped off the bag back to Cobblestone Pete. And it is at this moment, by sheer luck, you happen to see Tiffany coddling a Duskull, which looks a lot like your Duskull.
Right. So I'm in the sprint still. Well, I mean, I'm fatigued probably at this point, but I do come to an immediate halt. I don't want to look too.
Oh, you look crazy regardless.
Desperate. So. Crazy's okay. Desperate. And just pace over slowly and say, Miss.
Yes. Slowly secures bag over his shoulder.
You got a Pokemon hanging off you there that I think wants
and I'm going to say at this point, Lux is probably trying to lunge toward you. Oh, you two match! That's so cute.
Ew is in this scene too, by the way. So Roma, if you want to say what Ew is doing, you may. Go ahead, Chase.
Yeah, we've known each other for a while, and yeah, I've been looking for him. He kind of got misplaced.
Oh, poor thing. Well, I just rescued him because I'm a good person. Here. She's half-handing you is... Not you. Lux is half-leaping at you.
Unzip the hoodie and let him crawl into the hoodie, and then zip it back
to do so.
It was just kind of approaching, kind of going in for another hug.
Of Chase or
Chase, because Lux I think is too high. Yeah.
Looks down at you and
Grimer, no, bad you. We discussed this.
Is this your Pokemon then? Is this?
Yes.
He lets you hug him. Yeah. I'm sure he gets looked at quite often, like he doesn't belong. But if seems like you take care of them pretty well, so he's with a good person.
You too. Although, how did it end up in Jefferson's car? I'm curious.
I was sort of crossing the street, and just that Jefferson was driving too fast. If that's the name of Leaf Green in there, yeah.
He's horrible.
Just Mimikyu got scared. I'm sorry, Lux. The dust skull got scared and fell into the car.
Ugh.
And that was in
Super
character.
cute.
That
Yeah.
slip up.
That slip
was-
was in character?
Yes.
Okay, that slip was in character. Go ahead.
Aw, it's super cute you two match.
He likes to belong. He's just trying to, anyways.
I guess I can understand that. Cracks head over to the side, looks at
And-
you.
And I look at Oo's eyelashes, and I could see how he's trying or you're trying, but at least you belong together.
Those were his idea.
Just as an FYI, Petra, Lux is getting hungry again. Very hungry again. Just as an FYI.
Proceeds to start batting you in stomach with head.
All right, buddy, we're gonna go. It's almost evening. Let's head back to the shop. Back to the deli.
Oh, which day are you going to?
Fortuna's down the street, just a place I pass by once in a while. He
Well,
likes.
you actually get on with you, and he needs to be socialized more. You don't think you're Lux, is it?
Yes, that's the name of.
You don't think he'd mind trying to make a friend? I will pay for dinner.
Oh, I don't really walk into these places. I try to stay outside, but
Well, we can eat outside. That's not a big deal.
I would appreciate it. I mean,
Alright.
I should be giving you money for having saved him.
Oh, please, you wrecked Jefferson's car. That's amazing. It makes my day.
I wish I. Okay.
Chase will take you over to the diner that he was. I'm sorry, the deli that he was talking about, and you start putting two and two together, Petra, because I don't think you've been to this part of Saffron City before, and you realize this is the same deli that Felicity works at.
Oh, cool. I get to go see my friend. Oh, I know the owner. She's super nice. She's one of my clients.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
And you're speaking. It's Felicity. Is that who you're
Yeah.
talking about?
You know her? She's great.
She's my lady luck. That's what I call her. She's a very, very kind lady.
Aw. So you two know each other. Smiles like, I'm going to set these two up, baby.
We go back a long ways.
I don't think I've ever heard her mention a Chase.
She doesn't mention a lot about her past, it seems.
Hmm.
I think that's why we get along.
You can go inside, and it's not as busy in the evening as it is during the day, but there's still a good amount of customers. If you go over to the counter, you can clearly see Felicity, and she's in a more of a deli uniform, so not as dressed up as she was when she went into the salon. But she's got her hair tied back, and she looks up and she says, "Tiffany!"
Felicity, darling! Goes over,
And-
hugs her over the counter.
She says, "Well, what a surprise! What brings you to Saffron? And you brought my little Chase baby here too."
Oh, yeah, he did mention you two know each other. You never mentioned him to me. I am your stylist. We have no secrets.
I'm sorry, honey. I try not to go about spreading secrets about other people. I'd much prefer just talking about how I think of the world and all that good stuff. So
Thank you, Lady Luck. And I do put down my hood inside. I do not. I leave the hoodie unzipped.
she says, "Ooh, child, you are so funny the way you call me that."
Well-
Lady Luck, misfortune, whatever.
Well, we all need to have a smile once in a while, and you're mine.
Actually, how old does Chase look now that his hood's off?
How old does he look?
He's 24.
Okay.
Does he look 24 though? He's been out in
Yeah.
the street.
A
so I don't know if
little gruff. Late 20s possibly, but
Okay.
Oh, he's too young for her. Darn it. Plans changed.
He, Misfortune says, "So, since this is your first time," she says, "I can recommend a few specials that we have here. Our smoothies here are quite good. It's what we're best known for, actually.
I'm dying to try one.
Do you like sweet, sour? We actually have a line of savory and spicy too,
Oh.
believe it or not."
Ooh, I think I will try the savory.
I wouldn't mind a spicy.
All right, coming right up. You two just make yourselves at home. There's a few counters over there empty counters that she's sort of like, you know, telling you guys to go to if you need to have a place to sit down.
Oh, what does your numbskull eat?
He's gonna try the shake. I think. I guess it's got substance. I'm Lady Luck. This thing got a lot of substance. Do you mix anything in here for proteins?
I can add in a few boosters for you, of course.
Please, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. You know, I was about to leave a little something something for you last night out in the back. Oh my dear me, that sounds really bad. It's not what you. I meant a little care package for you tonight, but I don't mind giving you a little bit something more substantial this time. I'm feeling generous.
You always treat me well. Thank you so much. And I guess we sit down to the side. Yeah.
So, are you local?
Pretty local. Pretty local. I don't explore much beyond these parts.
I'm just in town looking for fabrics. I do some costuming work for contests.
Costume you, huh? And I pull out Lux a little bit, and I was like, what do you mind me doing? I could do some work for you if you wouldn't mind fixing my little buddy's outfit here. It's starting to get a little
outfit
ratty here. Yeah.
Isn't that just what skulls look like?
Well, and I just pull it down a little bit. I'm like, well, it's kind of.
Okay. I think I've heard of this breed. They're fairly new to the circuit. Okay. So long as I don't go crazy, I will work on this. Because again, you made my day today.
You just keep giving me stuff. But again, please, I would like to work for this. I don't like to work for free.
All right.
I don't like anything for free.
Well, I'm going to be in town overnight. How do you feel about babysitting a Grimer?
Sure, absolutely.
Felicity, are you free for a girls' night?
What exactly do you want to do? Ooh, there's like one of those movies that's out right now, one of those superhero movies.
Yes.
I don't remember which one it was called.
Doesn't matter. There will be a hot topless guy. Let's go.
You're speaking my language. It's about time I got myself back into the dating scene in general, but in the meantime, I can at least admire things from afar.
Exactly.
So at the sound of a possible Pokemon sleepover with his new best friend, he.
Yes, random stranger, just take my Pokemon and wander away into the night. That's a good thing, right?
Like he has a salt shaker in his hand. He's just kind of been shaking salt into his mouth. But at the sound of that, he drops it and he's just happy. And he's just happy, and he goes up for another hug.
I push him over, or pull him over. It's like you don't get that much attention there, do you, buddy?
I try. I am but one person. I have a day job. No, this is good. He needs more socialization.
I'll try my best. Hopefully, I'll keep out of
Do you
trouble.
have a cell phone, or somebody can contact you, or you can contact me?
No, but you can find me here in the morning. I'll be around.
Looks over at Felicity like, should I trust this guy? I just realized.
I can see the viewers already starting to ship these two right now. The shipping is starting.
Felicity,
can I have your number? How do I call you?
Jesus. Well, 24, 29. Not that big of a jump.
The fashionista and the homeless person. I mean, that's kind of interesting. It's an interesting thing. So, anyway, continue.
Misfortune. You got something to say
yes,
about
baby.
There? What do you think about me? Am I a trustworthy fella?
She says, "Are you trustworthy? Absolutely. I wouldn't be sending out a few care packages every night for just any old person."
You see?
All right. Well, you can't blame me my uncertainty. Team Rocket, they steal things.
Totally understandable.
All right, buddy. Are you going to be okay with it? I know you need to meet more people.
I won't drop you in a car.
No, she is like at eye level asking you this.
Are you? Sorry, you're asking Chase?
I'm asking Roma.
Are you asking
Right,
you?
right.
She's asking you. How does you respond?
Oh, sorry. He just kind of gives her. He just kind of beams at her.
All right, I'm gonna be gone overnight. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Okay.
Again, he does the wave, flinging stuff
All right.
everywhere.
Okay.
He forgot. He forgot he had the salt shaker still in his hand.
Yes, true.
Meanwhile, next in the initiative roll is, I think, Noir? Is it Noir, I think? Chase, then Tiffany, then Noir? Okay. So, Noir, money's tight for you. Even with the job that you're working as a barista, money's really tight. And you have a relatively nice apartment right now. And there actually is an extra room, a side room that you decided to convert to maybe perhaps bring in a roommate, perhaps. Your brother, Fabian, of course, he's not the kind of person who likes change, but I mean, you don't have much of a choice. Like you need some help with the bills, and this is probably just something that has to happen on a practical sense. Conveniently, Cassie, you are looking for an apartment because of your situation. We are now in present time for you now.
Gotcha.
So things have happened with whatever happened with Team Rocket, and now you find yourself in Saffron City, and you've kind of been looking for a place to live. You see like an ad in the paper that somebody left to possibly have a new roommate, and so
they called and set up a meeting. Or...
Yeah, you decided to set up a meeting to check out the place, to meet the possible roommate that you have, and so there is a knock on the door, Noir. And Fabian right now, he's in the living room and he has like a sketchbook out of something and he's just coloring. How old is Fabian again?
15.
Fabian's 15.
Is mentally a lot younger though. Probably around 7 maybe.
Okay. Fabian has a fascination with beautiflies and butterfrees and other butterfly-like Pokemon. So let's say he's like coloring in butterflies right now onto a pad of paper, and there's a knock on the door. He doesn't seem to pay much attention. He seems super focused on what he's doing, so he doesn't even look up when there's a knock on the door.
Nora will go over to Fabian and go, "Hey, Fabe, you just gonna have a guess, so you need to be on your best behavior, okay?"
He doesn't seem to like hear you right away. You might have to try to get his attention a little bit because he seems super focused on what he's doing.
She'll see that Blue's kind of running low, and she'll go move a blue crown to her hand and go, "Fabe," like wave the crown in front of his face.
He finally like breaks out, looks up. He looks semi-annoyed that you just interrupted whatever it is he's doing. So he gives you a little bit of a sour look, almost like to say what, but non-verbally.
"You're nearly out, Blue." She hands over like the crown and goes, "You need to behave today, okay? We're gonna have a guess. They might stay for a while."
He sighs and he gives you a really pouty look, like I don't like this, and I don't like this kind of way.
"Well, we need it, and you're just going to have to accept it."
He doesn't. He kind of just groans.
"If you need something, just ring the bell, okay?"
He doesn't nod, but he looks at you for a moment, which you can kind of say as a okay kind of thing, and then he looks back down and continues to try to color again.
She puts her hand on her hip and sighs a little bit and goes, "Okay." Stands up and she wanders up to the door. She kind of like unlocks it with her mind, like from
You
afar.
unlock it, and behind the door is another girl. You already know her name. It's Cassandra. You've been exchanging emails. We'll say that you were expecting her, so obviously, so you know that she's here to check out the place and to meet you and see if this might be a good fit.
So when the door opened, Cassie was looking at her phone and she perks up a little bit and was like, "Oh, I was starting to think I might have gotten the wrong place."
Oh no, sorry. I just had to tell my brother he had to be on his best behavior. He sometimes acts up a little bit.
Oh no, I get that. Younger siblings, right?
Yeah. Would you like to come in? Would you like something to drink, something to eat?
Water would be perfect.
Oh, okay. I'll pour you a glass. There's a table just in the kitchen.
Okay, so she'll just, assuming that Noir beckons her in or steps aside, she'll step in.
Noir, can you kind of sort of describe for us what the apartment is like, what your apartment looks like, how big it is?
Yeah, it kind of has an open living room, kitchen, dining area.
Open
And then it
concept.
has a few bedrooms and a bathroom leading off. The room that she's considering renting out actually has a small ensuite. So just going to mention, so yeah, this is a place. There's Fabian. He's not very talkative.
Well, she'll look in and smile and wave. Just, "Hey, Fabian."
Fabian, again, he doesn't look at you. He doesn't seem to notice that you said anything. He didn't seem to even hear what you said. He seems to be coloring on something, though, and looks very, very focused on what he's doing.
So with a bit of a weak smile, she'll look back at Noir and just, "He doesn't really seem too excited about a roommate, huh?"
Oh, he only gets excited about stuff that he really likes. He was born that way.
Okay.
So genetic.
Roll a general education, I'm going to say, Riz. Or actually, you know what? This kind of falls under the medicine education. I would say medicine education is better than general, if it matters to you.
They're both 3d6.
Okay. 13. Okay. So based on what Noir is saying and based on how Fabian right now is behaving, you're starting to kind of gather that Fabian is on the spectrum.
The spectrum.
Fabian's on the spectrum. And by spectrum, I mean the autistic spectrum.
Yes.
Yes. In case people didn't realize. Why is Hart keep dropping the title all the time? It's an actual thing.
So many credit rolls. Well, okay, so once it kind of clicks for her, she'll ask, "Does he like Pokemon?"
He likes looking at butterfly type Pokemon. Doesn't really like touching Pokemon. He's not really interested or doesn't care.
Is he turned away by Pokemon getting close?
He just doesn't really like that. He just goes going away and doing my own thing. He doesn't really like people being that close. Like, unless he trusts them, he doesn't. He only really lets me just like hold his hand if we're walking, just because he walks on his tippy toes, so he can be a bit unbalanced.
So she'll just nod and decide not to let her Pokemon out just yet. She'll ask, "Oh, do you want me to take my shoes off, by the way?"
Yeah, just keep the dirt down. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
She will go and take care of that. Be somewhat polite, at least.
Yeah. I guess I should introduce you to Remy. He's a Fennekin. He's my Pokemon. I've been looking after him.
No, that
Remy.
Sounds great.
Remy, you hear your owner calling out to you. I'm assuming you might have been sitting on a bed or something, and you hear her call you. What do you do, Remy? I think that's Shay, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Shay.
Yes. Remy will look, but he's still disinterested. He's more So they can still understand language, right?
Yes, you can understand what the humans are saying.
So Remy knows there's another Pokemon potentially coming into the den. Yeah,
Yes.
so he definitely looks like intrigued, also curious as to what it is that's getting brought into this place. And so it's going to keep an eye. It's going to sit in the corner, but keep an eye on Cass.
Okay.
Is it in a cage? Do you have like, where is your Pokemon? Is it in the ball or?
Yeah, is your Pokemon, is
Casey?
Fern in the ball right now?
Oh yeah, I had assumed so.
Okay, that's
Okay,
what I was under that assumption.
Fern is in the ball at the moment.
Yeah, and she almost let Fern out to see like if Fabian might perk up at that at all. But based upon Noir's description of him, it didn't seem like that would go anywhere. It might just annoy him more. So,
if do you have a Pokemon?
yeah, I do.
I think you mentioned.
Yeah, a little fire type too, actually. Wait, no, an ice type. I'm the opposite of fire.
Yes.
She's a Alolan now.
Just, I think I'm gonna say that Fabian likes bug Pokemon in general. By the way, Noir, I'll say that he has an affinity for bug Pokemon specifically, but the butterfly types, the butterfly-looking ones, are his favorite. Butterflies or moths are his favorite bug Pokemon.
Oh, was that Rebellion or whatever? That's a pretty one.
Yeah.
All the different wing patterns. Okay, well, I guess...
You used to go to observatory in Kalos a lot to look at the vermilions.
Oh, he must have loved that then.
Oh, yeah, he loved that. I'm sure Remy would appreciate some company. So don't feel pressured at all. Here's your water.
So she'll look from Remy and then glance back at Fabian again before looking to Noir and say, well, do you want to meet her then?
If you feel comfortable with it.
Yeah, as long as you're fine with her rubbing up against everything.
Just we'll see how it goes.
I like the caution. Okay. So she'll pull out her Pokeball then and let Fern free.
All right. And Fern is also played by Ella, is that correct? All right. Ella, Fern is freed, and Fern finds herself in a strange apartment that she's never seen before. So what does Fern do?
Kind of goes up to Cassandra and goes like pulls at like Cassandra's leg. Goes,
just with a bit of a half smirk, she'll lightly, like nudge Fern with her leg and like, yeah, go meet the new people.
Remy jumps up on the ledge.
It seems to ignore for a second, but then notices Remy jump off the ledge and goes and tries to jump up there too. Like nearly falls the first time, but it's like climbs back up. It's like
the hind legs kicking.
Yeah, and goes. Oh.
So Remy, you see that? Do you say anything to Fern?
Having trouble there?
No.
It's not that high. You're just not trying hard enough.
Every challenge
he pushes the paws off the ledge.
Remy is such a troll. I love it. Remy is such a troll.
He jumps down and goes, every challenge is just a new way to find out how to succeed.
Well, that's a good frame of mind, so try to jump up here again then.
I was up. They ripped me off.
I won't push you off if you can make it up here. It's a new challenge. Succeed.
Roll in athletics. I'm going to say that it takes you a few tries, but you finally managed to scurry yourself up onto the ledge.
Fern sits there so proud.
And Remy looks
and wags its tail. And looks at Cassandra and goes.
So she smirks a little. She smirks a little and scoffs, and then looks back at Warren. Well, that's Fern.
And then Remy looks at Fern and good job. And then he jumps off the ledge.
Looks a little sad. And looks down at it from top of the ledge, like its little feet hanging over, just looking down. Noir goes, I think that given a bit of time, they could get along quite well.
Oh yeah, he clearly likes her.
Hey,
Struts
it's a bit
away
of a,
with
it's
the
a bit
tail
of a
wagging.
call.
Think he'd like me well enough?
Well, if
Do you
I
mind-
Takes
do
a
you
bit
mind
of
if I
a while
try?
to warm up to strangers. Go ahead.
All right, so with a bit of a shrug, Cassie will crouch down again and kind of extend her hand. Just wait and see if he does anything.
Remy will smell it, try to get a read on Cassie. He won't move. He's not afraid, but he won't approach.
Then after a few seconds of that, she'll pull her hand back and look up at Nora again and say, I think that went well for a first meeting.
Yeah.
Remy nods and then curls up.
Fern's gonna see you curl up and go, and like jumps down and like goes next to it. It's like, oh, can I curl up next to you? That looks comfy, bed.
As long as you're not touching, don't mess up the coat.
Okay. Dusts the dirt off her coat and like, sits down and starts going to sleep.
And Cassie will glance back and just be, hey, Fabian, do you want to come meet Fern?
Fabian this time actually has been staring at the creatures. He stopped coloring quickly, and as soon as you say that, he looks towards you, and he sort of he finally nods slowly.
So Cassie will smile and just kind of like step aside and gesture toward her and be like, oh, go on, she's super friendly.
He very quietly stands up slowly, and then he walks over to the Pokemon, to Fern. He sort of like kneels, like crouches down next to it, and then he's just watching Fern, like not really, just studying Fern, not really doing anything at the moment. Fern is, what is Fern doing at this moment?
Fern's like kind of sleeping a little bit, like on his legs kind of kicks.
He takes out still has one of the crayons in his hand, and then he takes the crayon. We'll say that it's like a silver crayon or something, and then he starts poking at Fern with the crayon.
Fern kind of like kicks a bit more and then goes, oh, and like starts like pouring at the ground.
Fabian continues to like poke at the creature while it's like playfully batting at it, and a small smile, like a small crooked smile starts to form on his face, very small.
Fern took that well.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he's enjoying this.
So is there anything you want to know about the apartment? You want to know anything about the city? Have you been here long?
It's at this point, Cassie, by the way, that you probably finally notice. Well, you're not in public, so if you're not in public, do you not have the pin on at this moment, or would you still have the pin?
Since this may seem a potential apartment goer, she'll probably have the pin on just.
Okay, she would have the pin on just because you want to be upfront about it. Okay, so yeah, she clearly does have the pin on.
My bad,
yes.
Then, after hearing the question, she'll look back at Noir and just be like, oh, if I could just, look at, through the rest of the rooms, of course. But then she'll notice, the pin, and she doesn't say anything right away, but Noir can tell that, like, she's a little uncomfortable all of a sudden. So if you want to make any initial reactions.
Is there a problem? Can I do anything to assist?
Just rub the back of her neck and just like perk up, look at her again, like, what? No, sorry, I just, I thought of something.
Okay.
So you're a psychic, huh?
Yeah. And she opens like one of the doors. That one's the bedroom that you would be having, and she opens the door from afar.
Mm.
Yeah, she tenses a bit at the sound of the door opening and looks back, and obviously no one was there. Look back and more again. So you're a telekinetic psychic.
Yeah,
Okay, that's better.
I'm not that powerful.
If you were a telepath, I'd have a little bit more concern. But cool. Okay, I can deal
Yes,
with that.
people tend to get a bit touchy about that sort of thing.
No. I mean, as long as like they keep to their business and I keep to my business, and we're cool. So, are we cool?
Yeah, we're cool.
We're
We also
cool.
have that bedroom also has an ensuite. It's not very big, but it has the basic amenities.
Yeah. How much was this place again? I don't expect you to have a number right off your head, so if you wanna.
X amount of
Ask her.
Poké dollars.
Yeah, we'll say I'm gonna say that like for a city like Saffron, you're probably for an apartment as large as you have, you're probably getting a really good deal by rent, including utilities. A really good deal for a 3-bedroom apartment is like 2,000 Pokebucks a month. I think that's roughly because I'm paying roughly $2,000 a month, including utilities, for my 2-bedroom apartment. So I think that's pretty generous. So I'm gonna ask you, knowing that the bills, including utilities, is a little bit over 2,000. How much are you asking per month for that room, for this apartment? Knowing that you have a bedroom, you have a bedroom, Fabian has a bedroom, and then Cassie arguably has probably the smallest bedroom.
Remy doesn't get his own bedroom. As much as he might like that.
Remy has the lounge room. Probably the third of the total bill.
So just an
So that
even
would be
split, basically.
An even split.
Yeah.
All right, 600
That's-
something Pokebucks.
And Hark, then in that case, would you say that would be like doable for Cassie and everything?
I would say that's very doable.
And probably too one of the best deals she's found so far, especially in the city, like you said.
Yeah, 3-bedroom apartment. This is a very good deal. So, but it all depends on whether or not you like who you would be living with. So
Right.
I'll leave that up to you. I'll leave that completely up to
Seems
you.
nice so far. Aside from that one little detail.
Yes.
But it's just telekinesis. She's not as bothered by that. So,
That's what I know. That's what you know.
Yes.
as far as she knows, it's just
As far as she knows, yes.
Oh, and I assume then Noir actually said the whole third
Yeah.
thing. Okay, so she still seems, a little uncertain, and she'll glance around again, and then eventually say, I'm gonna look around a bit more if that's all right, and then I'll get back to you on that. Cassie asked if Noir would mind watching Fern while she looked around.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind watching Fern. You seem quite young. To be getting a big apartment. How old are you?
I'm
Sorry
20.
to be inquisitive. Oh, 20. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I get that sometimes. But yeah, time to go out into the world,
Yeah. Gonna make your mark.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be back then. Just gonna go check the other rooms real quick. Which one would mine be in particular?
That one with the ensuite.
Right, with the door that open, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
I'll let you give you an example. So you won't be freaked out as much.
I appreciate that. So yeah, she'll turn then and just go check out that room.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the room is actually, it's well furnished. It's definitely will do as a place for you to stay for quite some time. It's not nearly as nice as the Team Rocket room that you were given, but it definitely will do. It'll do.
Yeah, and it doesn't require as much crime. So that's a plus.
Yep.
Okay. Well, in the relative solitude of that room, she'll kind of like let out a quiet sigh and just take a moment to collect her thoughts and everything, and then begin weighing everything out. And it definitely seems like a deal she should take. And so after a few minutes, and since a few minutes will pass, I assume, do you want to do anything with like the Pokemon in the meantime?
Yeah, you can. Remy, I don't know if Remy or whoever else is on the other side of that room, Noir and Remy or Fern, or wants to interact with anyone specifically. It's up to you.
So Remy will understand that there's going to be a new person coming in at this point. Doesn't know for sure because the stranger walked into the other room, but it does look at Fern and it asks, so you're looking for a place to live? Do you have any choice in the matter? Do you just do whatever your owner tells you then?
We're looking for a new place to live. We're going to be so happy. We have to stick together because we're a family.
Well, doesn't mean you got to stick together. You can do whatever you want.
I like being near Cassie. She's nice.
Then why are you in this room and Cassie's in that room?
Cassie's checking out things, and I like it here.
So you don't need to be by her all the time, so that means you can be wherever you want, whenever you want.
But I could lose her, and then I get lost. Like, I nearly got lost once.
You know what's fun about losing things? Finding them.
Yeah, it was really nice when I got found. I was really hungry when I got found. Cassie gave me her food.
Well, but see, that's the problem. You gotta learn how to gnaw on some sticks once in a while, just to subside the hunger, you know? Just pretend it's not there.
I don't eat sticks.
Well, you can always learn. I guess they don't cook as well in your mouth, though, huh?
Oh, they kind of just get frozen.
Well, if you're gonna be hanging out around here, just keep in mind that I kind of make the rules.
Not the boss. Got ya.
We're
Cassie
gonna work
used to
out
have a boss.
What was she saying? Go on.
What was that, Ella?
Cassie used to have a boss. That's
Cassie?
how we met.
Wait, I'm sorry, can you tell me a little bit about your owner there? What is it? About your owner
Cassie.
that has a what now? Yeah.
Oh, she had a boss. That's how we met.
And what boss was this?
Too.
Like, was working at just a diner?
Oh no, there was lots of people.
Lots of people, huh?
They had little hats.
What color were the hats?
Gray, black. I don't know.
Was
They're
it a
like
uniform?
ours.
Were they all dressed about the same?
This
Your
tiny.
name starts with R. You're Remy. What a coincidence.
Wait. Yeah, let's just. How about you go
All
back
the
and see your
people-
master? I think maybe we've hung out too long for now. Let's just take a break. We need some time
Okay.
on our own to think about what's being said here.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna make a note. All people who have R's, the big R's, are bosses. Okay.
Ah, indeed. And wander away.
Meanwhile, while they're having that conversation, Fabian is starting to make some really frustrated noises all of a sudden, Noir, and like he seems to have forgotten the fact that the bell was at the table that where he was drawing. So he starts to make these noises that you understand is noises that he makes when he's hungry.
Hey Fabian, you want something to eat?
He grunts
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay, I'll get you something. And she like zaps something in the microwave.
You start to put something in the microwave and he starts to make like groan in protest. And he's done this before because you know what he wants. He doesn't want real food. He wants dessert. One of his favorite things is honey cakes. Honey cakes specifically from the Buzzy Bee Bakery. And he knows that you keep some in the fridge, and that's you can tell that's what he wants. He doesn't want anything else but that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that that's probably not the most nutritious thing for him to eat as a meal, at least only as a meal. But that's what he's insisting on having.
You have to have proper food first, okay? Then you can have your Buzzy Bees.
Mm. He's shaking his head. Mm. It'll be at this point when you're trying to figure out how to respond that Cassandra comes back into the room again. And Cassie, you can notice some tension between Noir and Fabian right now. He looks very upset about something.
All right, so she was about to make her announcement, but then, stopped short a little bit seeing that, and just kind of looked between him and said, is everything all right?
Yeah, he just wants desserts instead of a proper meal.
Scoff a little, well, who doesn't, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I have to buy it from Buzzy Bees. Yeah.
Well, there's no shame in spoiling your dinner every now and then, right?
Yeah, but if I give away once, he's just going to think if he throws a little tantrum, he can get away with it every time.
I guess that's a fair point.
While you say that, you hear a noise as a crayon that Fabian threw towards your direction. It missed you, but if he threw it towards your direction, ends up hitting the wall. If you want to, you can use your telekinetics to have it stop.
Yeah, she's going to do that. It's like,
and Fabian, like, he sort of stomps on the ground, like,
Fabian.
defiantly. Mm.
I'm sorry. I'm in charge now. You have to listen to me, okay? This is what we need to do, okay? You have your food, then you have your treat.
He doesn't throw anything, and he doesn't groan, but he just kind of sighs in frustration. But he doesn't. It seems like he's starting to take you seriously now that you've firmed your voice a bit. But he looks at you like upset, but he doesn't protest any further than that.
Go on, sit down. Soon you eat your food, soon you get your honey cakes.
He'll walk over to the table, defeated, and then he'll sit down.
How old are you, Noir?
Yes, would you like something to eat as well? I'm cooking. So.
What are you making, by the way? Just or heating up.
Just probably heating up some leftovers.
Okay.
It's probably some a family recipe of stew or something that her father used to make.
You also might, as a barista, they might also let the employees take some of the leftover food that they would normally throw away. So you might have some leftover food in the fridge, leftover sandwiches and things like that in the fridge too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, if you wouldn't mind, sure.
Would you like stew or sandwiches?
Stew.
Okay. My father's recipe. I hope you like it.
Just to wrap things up a little bit for you guys, is Cassandra still going to take the deal?
Yeah, there are a lot of things she's hesitant about, but she doesn't think she'll be able to find a better deal.
Okay.
So
awesome. Cool. Good scene, guys. Very good scene. Meanwhile, I think the next person is Molly. Molly, you are right now at work. So you are working for a delivery service, and you have a overbearing boss by the name of Cameron Huxley. I love this guy that you came up with. This is what Cameron Huxley looks like. So, yeah, he's a little strict on things. He doesn't let any of his employees get away with anything. But right now, he's in the back somewhere. And Molly, somebody enters into the I guess your establishment. It's sort of like a FedEx kind of place, and it's this 11-year-old kid, this 11-year-old boy, and he comes in with this package in his hand, and he walks over to the counter and he places the package. The odd thing about the package is that it's full of holes. And he tells you, Molly, says, "This is really fragile, but I need it delivered. I need this delivered over to somebody. Give me a random city in Kalos, please."
Kilodi town? I think
Sure.
it might be town or city.
Sure. Yes, he'll say send it there.
All right. Any reason for the holes in the box?
He says it's just fragile. You can tell that this 11-year-old boy is lying, that it's not just that.
So you poked holes in the box.
Yeah. Can you deliver it or not? I have money. He sort of puts down some cash, which is enough to ship it, actually.
Well, I just have to ask you some questions before I can deliver this. Does this package contain any of these things? And she just holds up a list of prohibited
There's like a
items.
list of things, prohibitive items, and he says no, but you can tell it's yes. Well, as soon as he says no, you can hear scratching coming from inside the box.
So, we don't usually ship things that are alive, right?
But it has enough food in there, and there's air holes, and it shouldn't take that long. You guys are really fast, right?
I'm really fast. But the sad thing is, kid, I can't do this to whatever's in there.
But my friend really needs it. He needs it in order to help his other Pokemon.
Why don't you just tell me what's in the box?
Okay. And then he opens up, he actually goes to the package and he starts to undo the things, and he opens it up. And inside the box is, I'm just going to use a random Pokemon generator. And it's a Jangmo-O. And the Jangmo-O looks sick. It actually looks pretty bad. It looks pretty sick.
Kid, is there something wrong with this Pokemon?
Can you keep a secret?
Sure.
It has Pokerus.
I don't think Molly would know what that is, but she's going to pretend that she does.
Actually, well, roll a medicine, general medicine education.
All right.
I'll give her a chance. I do want to give her a chance to know what this is.
Okay.
By the way, where are we having Bullet right now? Because I just assume he's not in everyone's face.
Bullet, I'm assuming, can be in the room observing this. Can be in the room.
Okay.
So if he wants to insert himself in any way, then he may. All right, you've heard of Pokerus. You don't know much about it, except it is a virus that only Pokemon can get. It is relatively highly contagious, but you don't know very much about the symptoms or anything like that. All you know that it's a relatively rare condition.
Okay. So first thing Molly's going to do is she's going to turn around to wherever Bullet is, and she's going to say, "Bullet, stay away, really."
Well, I figure Molly's probably taught him not to interfere with clients too many times. Whatever, so... But he'll shrink back like slightly noticeably more and just give a brisk little nod.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good boy.
So she turns back to the kid and she says, "Listen, this little guy is really sick, right?
Yeah, I know.
Remember the last time you were really sick?
Yeah.
What if, when you were really sick, someone put you in a box and then took you somewhere where you couldn't see anything and then sent you flying through the air and you didn't know where you were going. How would that make you feel?
I would hate that.
Mm-hmm. And this little guy is definitely wouldn't like that either.
I wasn't trying to be mean. It's just my friend said he wanted his Pokemon to be strong too. So I wanted to send him Pokerus so that his Pokemon could get Pokerus and then they could get stronger. They learn things faster when they have Pokerus.
Tell your friend to stick to good old-fashioned training, okay?
Okay. I
Now-
guess I'll take him back.
Now, why don't you get this little guy to a Poke Center? Get one of the Nurse Joys to look at him.
Okay. Out of character, unfortunately in this universe that is a thing. So in the game, there is a virus called Pokerus that does make Pokemon sick, and it is contagious. You can infect other Pokemon. The twisted thing about it is that when you have Pokerus, that Pokerus makes the Pokemon level faster. It actually has a help. So there is no quote-unquote disadvantage to having Pokerus on a Pokemon.
Which is weird.
But at the end, which is weird. But at the end of the day, the Pokemon is still sick. So there is a practice amongst trainers in this universe that basically force their Pokemon to train specifically while they're infected with this disease. And some trainers purposely infect their other Pokemon with this virus so that those Pokemon can also level up faster. Unfortunately, that is not uncommon in this universe. So this is Molly just got whiff of something like that this is actually a thing. And there definitely is some very high opinions about this practice.
Yeah.
So yes,
Okay,
I
thank you.
wanted to address that very quickly because that's messed up. Nintendo, very messed up.
Well, I know some parents let their kids get chicken pox just so they get it out of the way.
Yes. So maybe somebody might argue that that's the same thing. Somebody can usually try to argue that's the same. Yes, issues.
But yeah, Bullet seems rather confused seeing the package be taken away again.
But we'll table that as an issue that may or may not be addressed later. So, moving right along. When the kid leaves, Cameron Huxley yells out, "Moon!"
Oh dear, the Hux is calling. And she turns around and says, "Yes, Mr. Huxley?"
She says, "Did I just see you fail to make a sale today?"
We're a delivery service. We don't make sales.
He says, "Well, they pay for our service. Did you just turn away a sweet little boy from trying to send a package to somebody?"
I did turn away a sweet little boy who was trying to send a package to somebody. But it was kind of a package that we're not supposed to send.
In what way?
Well, first of all, it was a live Pokemon. And it was also a sick Pokemon with a very contagious disease.
I don't think I want us to get tied into any of that legal mess.
Exactly, sir.
All right, Moon. I'll let you have this one. Listen, though. We've got a special... I do have a delivery that I need you to go on. I need this package to be shipped over to the Saffron City Pokemart.
Does he have a package like right now?
He does.
Oh, well, then in that case, Bullet's gonna just swoop up in front of him with a big old smile and a Crobat, He's happy.
Yes.
Finally gets to work.
Well, he seems really excited. I wish the rest of our employees were just as anxious about their job as he is.
Well, he works hard for the money, sir.
Yeah, he'll look back at Molly and just kind of can you believe this? That kind of face, and just hurry back over to her and bump her.
Settle down, settle down. We're going.
He says, "All right, I need you to take it to this address. That's where the Pokemart is, and just drop it off with them. And should be fairly easy for you to get it over there. Apparently, this is a timely package, which is why I wanted to hire you because, well, your Crobat's really fast.
Crobat.
Because we're the best?
He is," he says. And he hands it to you, and he will turn around and leave unless you have anything else to say to him.
I don't have anything else to say to him. I'll kind of get on Bullet's back. I'll put on the package, like kind of tie it down on top of the saddle.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows the drill, so he's patient and waiting.
Okay.
All right, whenever you're ready.
Then he'll take off.
Bullet will take off, and you will soar into the sky as you make your way to Saffron City. Cassandra, you are working at the Pokemart in Saffron City. There's a department store in Saffron City, yes? I believe.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
The department store is in Celadon.
Oh, is it?
The department store in Celadon. Okay, so we'll just say that there is a Pokemart in Saffron City where you work. And the Pokemart is a part of a large building. So there's many different businesses. It's a business building, so there's different businesses in this one building. And the Pokemart is one shop in that building. And so, Molly, you will make your way over to Saffron City. Now, you've been relatively every single city, I would say fairly every single city in all of Kanto. So Saffron, you've made a few stops at before. And the Crobat will land safely down onto the ground in front of the building, and you can make your way over. Get buzzed in to the Pokemart. Cassie, you currently at the Pokemart are going to be the person who will be accepting any new deliveries, and Molly will approach you with this package and this Crobat flying behind her. Fern will also be out and about as well.
Okay. So she'll just be like stocking shelves or whatever at the time, and
Yep.
I don't know if Fern's batting anything around, but
Yeah, what is Fern doing at the moment?
Fern will be eagerly trying to help. It's like, oh, you're putting this box up here. I go, like, try and push it with its like
so
head.
helpful.
So sweet.
Excuse me, package delivery.
Yeah, just a sec. So she'll finish whatever she was just working on, and then look down at Fern and give a little nod, and then straighten up, dust her hands off, turn around. All right, what can I help you with?
Well, I got this delivery. I'm supposed to bring it to right here. So here I am. Here it is. Where's my money?
Awesome, yeah.
Where's your money?
So I guess she'll lead her around to like the register, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it's not super busy right now. That's a good place to handle money.
Mm-hmm. So I just kind of
Fern,
put it on the counter, kind of leaning against it, looking around.
And is Crobat just right with you then? Or did you like tell him to stay at the door or anything?
I probably told him to stay at the door.
Okay, he'll just greet people as they come in.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Cassie knows what to do then. She'll go through the motions and everything.
Yep.
Say, you don't have any 2-for-1 deals or anything going on here?
Oh, yeah, and I think it's safe to assume, right? Or
Yeah, I would sure.
just some
Like,
kind
what
of
sort-
thing at least, so she can like grab like a coupon page and just
Yeah,
Set
yeah. There's a promotion. They have a promotion in order to get. What are specifically you're trying to get? Like 2-for-1 of what?
Molly's not looking for anything in particular. She just likes to know where all the deals are.
Where all the deals are?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the buy one. There's like a, I don't know, They have a special where like anything in the Pokemart, buy one item, get anything of equal or lesser value for 50% off. And then another offer that is like you can get anything at the shop at just a flat 30% off, just a flat amount. So that the first one is the X deal, the second one's the Y deal. Which one would you be more interested in, X or Y?
Nice way working that in there.
I think I'll go with the X deal.
The X deal. Okay.
Good
So you can offer
choice.
her
Good
that.
choice. And she continues to sign off on things.
All right.
Fern will probably like tug on Molly's like pants leg if she's wearing pants, and just go like try and like drag her towards the X steel stuff.
Okay.
Cassie will lean over the counter like, Fern, don't bother people, please.
No, she's not a bother.
You sure?
I'm sure. I've got a little cuddle monster myself.
Cuddle monster. What a term. Okay, so she's
You're just gonna leave? Yeah.
Oh, Fern was leading her to
Molly
the
will.
deals, yeah.
Oh, Fern is leading her to the deals. Okay.
Yeah, Molly will just kind of browse, not
Okay.
looking for anything in particular.
While you're doing that, meanwhile, Noir, you are at the building as well. Not at the Pokemart, though. You're actually looking for a gift for Fabian's upcoming birthday. What do you see yourself getting Fabian as a gift for his birthday, just out of curiosity?
Probably a new coloring book, just because
Okay.
he's probably filled it out already.
We'll say that there's a toy shop, like in the floor above where the Pokemart portion of the building is, and you're looking for a toy. It is also at this moment that Chase and Tiffany are making after dinner plans at the deli, which is across the street from this building. So now we are at the present time. Molly, you're on your way out of the building when all of a sudden there is a giant explosion from the storeroom.
Like of sales?
I'm sorry?
Nothing, it was a joke. Go on.
There's a giant explosion, not of sales, but a giant actual explosion from the storeroom very close to where Cassie is. Now, Cassie, you were working in there, working on inventory. Whatever happened throws you back. You get thrown back by the blast of the explosion. It knocks you out unconscious. Noir, you feel the explosion from below you, wondering what in the world is happening. Chase and
Tiffany.
Tiffany see the explosion from the outside, and you just see the entire side of the building next to you just exploded and erupts in flames.
What about little Fern?
Fern you have no idea what happened to little Fern.
Well, Cassie's unconscious. She has no idea.
Yes.
I want to know.
And well, unfortunately, you will find out in session 2 because we're ending the session there.
Okay.
Mysteriously, the explosion occurred right around the same spot where you placed the package, by the way. Cassandra, right around there.
I wonder if there's a connection.
I wonder if there's